Hey, what's up guys, this is Mac. Welcome to NCR India free video tutorial channel on YouTube. Here in this tutorial I'm actually continuing my previous tutorial, and I would like to tell you some rules of type promotion. Okay, so cause I didn't tell you the rules, basically not all the rules, so let me define the rules for you. First of all, there is the first rule, and which is according to this, every kind of value, if it is a byte short, every byte, every short, every character type value will be promoted to integer type values automatically during the execution of any expression. Okay, that's the first rule. The second rule is, if one operand means whatever the variables you're using, they are actually called operand. If one operand is long, then whole expression is to be promoted to the long type values, right? If one of the expression, if one of the operand is long, more than higher than the integer type values, right, then all the values will be promoted to long type values, right? And if one of them is float, then all the values will be promoted to float, and if one of them is double, then all the values will be promoted to double. So the first precedence is double, the second one is float, and the last one is true, and after that the third one is to long, and the last one is for integer, right? So let me show you with the help of an example. Open Eclipse. So what is it saying? Let's define all the types of variables. The first is a byte a having value 100. Okay, then let's make a int b having value 50. Let's say double c having value 60.0. okay, and let's talk about the character. D is having value small a. Okay, now as you can see, the D is a character, so it is having a character value, and every character value has to be enclosed within the single quotes, right, like that. And even let me tell you that a digit can also be a character, there's no problem, but all the characters has to be only one digit, only one space, single, they can only occupy the single space. And remember that they can be numbered, they can be any kind of characters, no, they can be special characters, they can be any symbol, they can be any alphabets, right? But all they need to be, they will have to be enclosed within the single quotes, like that. Okay, so this is the character. D is a character type variable, and having a value 3. 3 is a character type. Okay, it's not an integer value. Remember that integer is a byte value. It takes the 2 bytes to store and 2 bytes memory, and a character value is always taken in a single byte memory. Okay, so let's talk about it. So what do you want to do? Let's make some expression like that. Let's say it as double, we are having double e, or yeah, double e having value 0.0. Now if I'm gonna do is that, if I'm gonna do e is equal to a multiply d minus c divided by let's say it as b. Okay, now what will happen here? First of all, it follows our second rule, where I said that if one of the operand is long or double, right, it's the last rule, where I said that if one of the operands is double, then all the values will be promoted to double type, right? So first of all, E is a double, right? Is a double type variable, so A has to be promoted to double type value. It is having 100. It will have to become 100.0, because now it has been promoted to double type value, right? So A is currently having 100.0, right? But A is not a double type variable. Only its value has been promoted to double type values. Okay, so let's come and talk about the D. D is having 3 as character. So first of all, we need to know what is the ASCII value of D. For that, let's make an integer variable called, or already we are already having it. B is equal to, just for this I'm doing it, I just want to know what is the ASCII value of 3, and now put B here. It will show us the ASCII value of character 3 in that way, the way I have already explained in some of the few tutorials. Proceed. Oh, we're having some problem here. Java.lang system.out.print line B. That's fine. What is the problem? System.out.print line. Oh, first letter has to be, yeah, capital. Now it's fine. Okay, so the ASCII value of 3 is 51. Remember that. Okay, ASCII value of 3, character 3 is 51. Now remove this statement, even this one. Let's talk about it again. Now E is equal to, now as because E is a double type variable, every value has to be promoted to a double type value, right? So A having value 100, so 100 has to be promoted to double type value. And now D is having a character type value, and and because we are actually manipulating, and we are actually using this in an arithmetic expression, so that value has to be, by default that value has to be promoted to integer type value, and that would be its ASCII value, right? Whenever you promote a character type value to an integer type value, then integer will come out to be an ASCII value of that character corresponding to that character, and the character is 3, its ASCII value is 51. So D is the value of D will become 21. Sorry, its ASCII value is 51, so the value of D will become 51. But because one operand is on double type, so that value has to be in a double type form, which is 51.0. Okay, so now the first value is 100.0, another value is 51.0, both are multiplying. What would be the answer? 5100.0. Now we are subtracting the C. C is 60.0, so it is 5100.0, subtracting with a 60, and it will become 5040.0. Okay, the bracket, after solving this bracket, we will be having 5040.0, and after that we will have to divide with the 50. Now 50 is again has to be promoted before applying it here. 50 has to be promoted to the double type value again, because it is a 50 only integer type value. It has to be promoted to double type value, and it will become 50.0. So 5040 will be divided with the 50, and answer will be, let's see what is the answer. That's it. Run the program and see the output. 100.8. Just calculate yourself. 5040.0 divided 50. It will come out to be 100.8. Okay. So in that case, our fourth rule is applied. And our third rule was, if second rule was, if one of the operand is long, then every operand has to promote it to a long type value. It means now 100 will be remain as 100, but it has been promoted to a long type value. Okay, now talk about 3 51. It will be remain as 51, but it is actually been promoted to a long type value because our one of the operand is long, right? And in case of the C, which is 60.0, now it will be promoted to a long type. Now it is again, the answer will come again in double die value, because in this whole expression again we are having uh, an operand of double type. So if you are having an operand of double type, all the values will have to be uh, promoted to a double type values. So it means A will have to be promoted to a double die value, D will have to be promoted to a double die value, B will have to be promoted to a double die value. In the same way it was promoted in previous case, and that's why in the same way it will give us an answer, give us an output of 100.8 on the right hand side, but this time right hand side having a double type value because of C, and the left hand side is having a long type variable. So in that case this expression is completely invalid, and we'll have to cast this value to a long type value for executing this statement like this. That will have to do. Now it's completely applicable. Hope you got the concept, right? So that's the way it will happen, the type conversion. It's called the type promotion. That's all about this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Keep watching NCR free video tutorial channel on YouTube, and please do not forget to put your views and comments. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.